Hey guys, what is up? My name is Landon and welcome to the Jersey Zone. So there is a rumor that the Adidas Team Classic Series will be returning with 7 new teams. This comes from Shane on Twitter, but has also been backed by a couple other people, Bennett Sports being one of them, so I do trust that this will happen. The 7 new teams will be the Anaheim Ducks, Atlanta Flames, Colorado Rockies, Hartford Whalers, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now Shane did say that these are expected to be announced before early March, so I would assume within the next couple of days, maybe a week or two, so pretty soon here we'll get an actual official announcement. But before we do get that, I wanted to kind of take a look at all of these teams and see what jerseys they might be throwing back to, because I think that could be kind of fun. However, before we do get into it, if you guys are new to the channel and you like hockey jersey content, please make sure to hit subscribe. I will obviously be covering these jerseys once they are revealed, so if you want to see that, make sure to stay tuned. Alright, let's start off with the teams that don't really have a ton to choose from. With the Colorado Rockies, they never changed their jerseys when they were a team, so you're basically just choosing in between the white jersey and the dark jersey. They're most likely going to go with that dark jersey because more people do buy the dark jerseys as opposed to the white one, so that's not really going to be too much of a surprise when they release that. Then with the Atlanta Flames, they also didn't do too much with their jerseys when they were a team. They made a slight striping change, but honestly, it wasn't really too much, at least in my eyes, so I'm assuming if you want to be specific about it, they're going to go with their 1973 to 1980 jerseys, but, like I said, I don't think there was really that much of a difference in between those jerseys and their inaugural season. And with the Hartford Whalers, I would think for them, they would just do that green jersey that everybody thinks of when you think of the Hartford Whalers, the one that the Hurricanes did a throwback to not too long ago, but that jersey is in a Fanatics vintage, I believe, as well. I think that is the line that that jersey is in, so maybe since they already have a Fanatics vintage of it, maybe they'll do something else, and maybe they'll do that blue jersey, that 1992 to 97, I believe, is the years that they wore it. That would be really cool. I would really like that a lot. I have it in a CCM vintage, so I wouldn't mind if they did a throwback to that blue one. I think that could be kind of neat, at least, subvert some people's expectations, do something a little bit different, and then you also don't have a Fanatics vintage and a Team Classic with the same jersey, so, I wouldn't mind seeing them do that blue jersey, but I also would not be surprised if they just did the green, because that one does sell a lot. A lot of people do like that one a lot, so I wouldn't be shocked if that's what they went with. But now we can get into the current teams. Let's start off with the Anaheim Ducks. Now with them, I'm not really quite too sure what they're going to do. The jersey that I would love to see is, of course, the Wild Wing jersey. If you guys know me, you know that is a jersey that I want so bad. I need that in my collection, and obviously it is super hard to find, and when you do find it, it is quite expensive. So if they did a Team Classic of the Wild Wing jersey, that is an immediate buy. I would not even think about it at all, but I don't really think it's too likely, to be completely honest. The one that at least I assume they're going to do is their inaugural season jersey, the Mighty Ducks jersey in that eggplant color. I assume that's what they're going to do because a lot of people would buy it. I know that for sure, and I probably would buy it as well, or at least I would think about it because I do need that jersey in my collection. But still, I would really, really want that Wild Wing jersey. That would be an immediate buy. I would not even think about it at all. With the eggplant one, I would think about it a little bit, that is for sure. But yeah, highly doubt they'll do the Wild Wing. I assume that Mighty Duck jersey is the one that they're going to go with, but we'll kind of have to see. As for the Islanders, I would love for them to do the Fisherman. Of course, they did just release that jersey in a reverse retro, but they changed it a little bit, and I really did not like those changes, so I would like to see the original Fisherman in a Team Classic. I think that would be great. I know that jersey is also in a Fanatics vintage, I believe. Like I said, I'm not quite too sure if that's the correct name for the line, but I'm pretty sure at least. But with those Fanatic vintages, of course they are a Fanatics jersey, so the logos are just awful and they just don't look good at all, so I wouldn't buy a Fisherman in that series, and I would want the logo to actually look nice, so that is why I'm kind of hoping with this Team Classic series that they'll actually do the Fisherman logo once again, or the Fisherman jersey, I should say, once again, because with these Team Classics, I wouldn't say they're the best quality out there, but they're definitely not as bad as those Fanatics jerseys, or even like the Mitchell and Ness jerseys that we talked about just a few days ago. My only issue, I would say, with these Team Classics is the quality of like the material of the jersey is maybe a little bit too thin. I don't really like thin jerseys that much, so I would like it to be a little bit thicker, but the logos themselves are pretty nice. They're embroidered, they're stitched on, so that's all good. It's not like they're the worst quality out there. But yeah, so I would really like for them to do a Fisherman Team Classic jersey, or even just the Wave jersey as well. So basically the Fisherman jersey without that logo and just replacing it with the current New York Islanders logo. That would be fine as well. I would also buy that because I do want that jersey. But honestly, outside of those two jerseys, I really don't know what they would do a throwback to, because their current jerseys are, I think, exactly the same as the inaugural season. You know, they did have some different looks during like the 2000s and everything like that. So I guess technically they could do some of those jerseys, but I kind of doubt it. I don't really think that they would. So, you know, maybe they're doing the Fisherman again. I would really hope so. Then with the New York Rangers, I would like to see that shield logo from the 70s. I know a lot of people aren't really a huge fan of that, especially Rangers fans, but for me personally, I love that jersey and I love that logo, and I want that logo on the front of a jersey again. I really like their 2012 Winter Classic because it was kind of that logo, but just slightly different, and I just want an actual logo on a Rangers jersey. I know I'm in the minority of that because I just really don't like wordmark jerseys. The Rangers jerseys are fine in terms of wordmark. They're definitely probably the best wordmark jersey out there, but still, I prefer logos 100% of the time over wordmark. So I would really like to see that shield logo come back. Outside of that shield logo, outside of that, I don't really know what they are going to do. They can maybe do a throwback to that Lady Liberty jersey, but of course they just did that for the reverse retro, so I don't think they would do a team classic of that. I really don't think that they'll do that shield logo since a lot of people don't really like it, but maybe they do. Otherwise, I'm not really quite too sure for them. And finally, with the Leafs, my original thought was they would do a throwback to those 80s jerseys, but then I kind of thought about it a little bit more, and I was like, didn't Adidas already make an 80s Leafs jersey? And they did. It is a team classic as well, but I think it's supposed to be a different series because it has a different like marketing tag in the back there, and also it has a fight strap. So I think it's supposed to be a different series. I assume that they're not going to do that again. I just, can't really see that happening. So I was like, all right, not the 80s jerseys. Maybe they'll do the 1967 jerseys. That could be a popular one. I know a lot of Leaf fans like those jerseys. Another jersey they could do is the 2000 to 2007 third jersey. That is like a lot of Leaf fans' favorite Leaf jersey, and it's definitely in the top probably 5, maybe 10 for me. I really like those ones a lot as well. But really for myself, the ones that I would love to see is if they did a throwback to those like super old jerseys, like the ones from like 1927 and like 1930s and stuff like that. I think that would be a ton of fun because, those jerseys are, impossible to get. You're not going to get those jerseys. So that's what I would like to see, but most likely they'll just do probably that mid-2000s jersey or the 1967s. I assume that is the case. Although I will say with the Leafs, they are the team that I'm confused the most about, and I'm not really quite too sure what they're going to do. I guess I said that a few times in this video, but specifically with the Maple Leafs, they are the team that I just really do not know. The other ones, I at least kind of have an idea, but with the Leafs, they can do anything, and I really just would be shocked at whatever they do. So I'm very excited to see these. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. What jersey would you like to see coming from this series once again? If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure to follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. Links are all in the description down below. But like I said, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.